Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of our intro to After Effects. Now when we last left off, we were talking about the transformation tools that you have for each individual video that you have in your composition. And this video, we're going to talk about effects and presets, um, which are sort of transitions and like all these cool things that you can do to your video in post, which this is what it is. This is after recording, which is considered post effects or post editing. So let me just start off by moving this opacity keyframe, which we covered in part 2, a little more over here, just so that the video doesn't disappear while I use the effects. And then we're going to head over to our right side here. We have a lot of different little tabs, but we are just going to focus on the effects and presets tab for now. There's a lot of tabs here. A lot of them do different sort of things. This one will change the color balance for your videos. Each one kind of they're as simple as drag and drop, which is a good thing. So you're more than welcome to, if you're ever curious about any of the effects that are here, you can just drag and drop it on your videos. It's that simple. I encourage you to play around with these, like a channel blur. And you'll notice on the left here that our project folder has kind of disappeared. That's to show you that each of these effects are also modular, which means they'll let you sort of edit their behaviors in real time, just like the transformations and the rotations. So you're always welcome to just play around, go nuts. And if you noticed, not just on the video, but if you notice on the effects, they have the same stopwatches as the transform tools on our videos, which means that yes, you can in fact click this stopwatch and you should get a little timeline to edit this keyframe. So we have our effects tab here now under the videos, which wasn't there before. And if you click down the effects tab, I'm just going to hide this. You will notice that channel blur has a keyframe. So we can just move to a different time, edit this again, and now we have 2 keyframes, etc., etc. If you don't have this effects control here, or you've closed it, or you just don't like working on the left here, you can just do all the effects just the same right here. There's also transitional video effects, and that's going to help you fade in and out your different videos. I have downloaded a separate stock video. If I just go to my desktop here and I can open this to import it. All I did was just double click the project window to import videos. Okay, and then with this now in my project folder, I can drag and drop it down into my composition. And now you can see that it's kind of behind our little cow video. So now we can talk about transitions, which do exactly what they say. They just help you transition from one video to another video. So we can just drag and drop, let's say, line sweep. And then go here. And you can see there's a little slider called completion, which you can also find here under effects. This is a line sweep. Each one of these is our different effect that we have, and we can turn off and on its visibility by just clicking these effects right here. Okay, so let's say I want to go to second 5. I can just turn on completion, and now it's going to start recording me. And I want 2 seconds later for this transition, this CC line sweep, to be at 100%, which will get rid of that video. Okay, so now if we watch our video by hitting spacebar, it's going to really chug along. Yeah. So now you're noticing and coming across one of the first kind of issues with After Effects is you get too crazy with too many effects in the same project. Your computer can kind of slowly chug along. This is normal. The better your computer, obviously the better this is going to be. But one of the things we can do to alleviate that issue of having to wait for that green bar to load is go over to what's called the resolution downsample. So here you have the fullest resolution, half its resolution, a third, a quarter, etc., or your own custom. We just set it to quarter to be like at the lowest resolution. As you can see, the cow is very pixely. This is all okay. It's not going to have an effect on your final rendered video. This is just showing you, hey, while you're working on it, you can have it at a quarter of its render, and that's really going to help. Along with being 24 FPS, it's able to be a lot more playable on this computer. So you can see our effects came into effect there. It slid up, it rotated, it's starting to disappear. Now comes the transition video effect. There it is right there. It's doing like a, I don't know, like a deletion row by row. And then we have our backup video there. Okay, so that was part 3. Very simple tutorial on effects and keyframes, and you can tell that all the previous parts are relevant in everything going forward into the next parts. So I encourage you to watch over those if you haven't. Stay tuned to part 4, where we will talk about rendering and exporting.